Rolling in action.
Oh, there you go. All right, get that on. Feeling cleaner than the car. Right now we're heading to Bubble Bath location in Converse, Texas. We are announcing publicly that QT gas station and Bubble Bath are merging. Basically, QT bought the Bubble Bath company. And so this project that we're doing is a 30-second commercial piece announcing that. We wanted to approach it in like a fun, comedic, kind of corny way. When I met with, at the time it wasn't a client, we were just kind of meeting and seeing if we vibe and all that. She kind of gave me an idea, and then we pitched some ideas together internally with the team. And then I got the email of the details, and we were actually out at lunch, me, Matt, and June. Right there before we got our lunch, we started coming up with the idea together. And then Matt jumped in and had more ideas and started storyboarding and creating the script. Thus, he became the creative director. Yeah, we created that, sent the idea, they loved it, we made some adjustments, they locked in on the story. And now today's scout day, which is actually the day before the shoot, it just made sense because we were still trying to lock down story and props and all this other stuff. And just kind of go over our schedule that June created and go over the schedule, make sure it makes sense on the time of day and props. There's just a lot of elements that are involved when shooting a piece. We had to do a lot of adjustments because there were certain things that needed to happen at a certain time. So that put June in like a very interesting position trying to figure out, it's like a puzzle, right, June? Like you have 100 pieces and they're gonna fit regardless. And that's the beauty of production and also the story. And so he figured it out. We both felt like, okay, it makes sense. And so we'll go out there to scout, meet with the client, go over everything, see if the schedule works. We'll go over the logistics for production, just make sure everything's taken care of. That way on the day of shoot, when people arrive, everyone knows what's going on.
Good to see you. Hey,
That's June. That's Matt. If you wanna, Victoria, if you wanna walk through the tunnel,
yeah,
and just kind of see where we're at there and safety and all that, and any ideas for what the guys need to bring as far as, for water protection, for the gear as well. And then we'll just kind of go through the schedule and see if it all makes sense.
okay,
Cool?
come on.
Awesome. Yeah.
Been wet down, so.
And I was thinking maybe, he'll start from the outside, kind of like the grand entrance, right? And then he works his way through each section. And then we can like hop on a long lens and just kind of shoot through here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
So we're gonna separate into 4 sections.
Right.
We'll do the entrance. So you'll kind of work your way from that back end.
Yeah.
And we'll go each section and just kind of brown bagging it. And
Right,
then
right.
at the end of this tunnel here, maybe we can hop on the long lens tripod and just kind of see what you can get this way.
Speed it up.
Yeah. And then get Chris into position. Cool. So Chris, we will have control. So you can get into position, get ready, get the shot. If we miss it, then go again.
Got you. There's no power out here. Is there any like power plugins that we can do on this side? If not, we're gonna have to get a Jenny.
Cool.
Where's your power? Or how did you
Hey, June, can you text Ralph and say prep a genie for us for tomorrow, and just add that to our budget. And we're just gonna try to cover everything here. That's around 9 o'clock. We should end probably by 10:30 the latest. Yeah. So this is the one, Tim. She'll be in wardrobe 1 casual. Yep. The car will be dirty. And then we're done with that. Since we're already here, we have the lights and stuff. We can do this insert of the E. Yeah. And then we do have a gas siphon, just in case.
Okay. We'll let props.
Yeah. I did ask Susie if she has experience. She said yes. I was like, great. So we have 2 experienced guys that have done it before too. Our south side has to come out then. So be it. No one judges here, right? All right.
Judge, yes. Hold against, no.
No, there you go. We'll move on to our exterior shot of the building with the car arriving to this.
Yes.
So it'll be dirty. So it'll be over here.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go there now.
Yeah. And the car drives by.
Uh-huh. And then this is essentially the exit.
Yeah.
Did you schedule it like that too, June?
Sorry, what?
The exit? Was
The
it right
exit should be,
right after this one?
It should be.
If not, we can probably adjust that.
'Cause-
Yeah, you did.
yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, Tim, since we're here,
Yeah.
we'll do the exit dirty, and then she'll come back this way with a clean car.
You do have the potential for the sun peeking out later in the day.
And this looks nice right
But this feels not too out of the,
Whenever we're filming all this stuff over there, we didn't see that there's the picture right there. So do we just change the block and she just looks over her shoulder?
Yeah, I think it's just, I think that it's a camera crew, like we're her.
We're her and she
Yeah,
just
she looks up.
wherever. That's what I figured. Yeah.
Oh, QT. That's some more.
Where's Paul? He's at lunch.
He's at lunch. Thank you, Daddy. Appreciate you. All right, safe travels.
Yeah, definitely seen it now.
Great job on that schedule. Sorry.
Wow.
What did you say? Definitely what?
So definitely seeing it now. I feel like it's gonna go quick.
Yeah, great job on the story. It just fits really nice. June, amazing schedule. Tim only had that one note, and he says that everything else was great. That was about an hour, a little over an hour, which was awesome. I didn't really want to spend too much time there, but we essentially just had the key crew there, discussing the game plan, going over everything. Chris DP was talking to the gaffer, figuring out lighting situation for each shot. Tim, our AD, first AD, making sure, logistics was good, placement of crew, just so he has a lay of the land and he can basically run the show tomorrow. And then any kind of changes as far as schedule, it wasn't anything too crazy. It was more so lunch, but it was by a few hours, but now it's like 15 minutes or so, right, June? Yeah. So nothing too crazy. So June definitely nailed down the schedule. It felt pretty good.
Yeah.
It was fast. Easy, nothing crazy. It's always nice to have a scout. This was kind of like a scout / tech scout in a way. But then you have the pros that know, okay, cool, this is what I need. And so Paul Michael, our gaffer, reached out to our grip guy who's gonna bring a Jenny just to be safe and not rely on house power, and just that way we can move freely, be mobile with our lighting. Other than that, felt good. Excited. 11:15, which is nice. Now we got plenty of time to get back to the studio and prep for tomorrow. Yeah, well, actually that's what it was meant for, yeah. We got a picture.
He's got one. Are you good now? So I can put the lights on?
Is the key to the vehicle in there? We should bring it. We should go ahead and just pull it around for her.
Okay.
Yeah. Whose vehicle is this gray one? Rob's.
He moved?
We're just gonna go ahead and bring it on around and have it staged and ready.
Yeah, I like that. But you also gotta remember that I don't know if the truck's gonna go in. Like, are you gonna be right behind it essentially? Try from the side, Chris, and see what that looks like. I think this angle might work, Chris. I do like the other one too, but I think the idea is to capture it in motion. You know what I mean? Maybe less of a wall. Yeah. And then you can probably just brown bag it or something. That's a nice, I like that one. That could be our first frame.
That is as high as it goes.
I think it's set up for rear facing at the moment.
There you go.
give me a sec real quick, Tim, before we back up. I kind of want to address this some more. Hey, Susie, can we just dirty just this a little bit more on this side?
Yeah. Where's the dirt?
Now we can see it clearly here, Tim. We can't really tell it's even dirty. So I'm gonna send Susie in real quick. Pauly D to Chris. Hey, so for this first one, we'll do the 35. If we feel pretty nice with it, we can go on a little tighter lens, maybe like on the 55. We are shooting this in 23.98, so it's like regular speed, unless you want us to capture some slow-mo too. Right, I think it's all regular, right? Like we're quick in and out. Cool. And then we're just gonna stay 23.98 inside the whole tunnel, Chris. We're not doing slow-mo. Yeah, it looks great. We can send it.
That looks nice.
They want to just get coverage of this, so we'll see what the 55 looks like.
You just
And then
run in there real quick and then I'll tie it up, or should I just go?
I think so. I think let's just see what it looks like. And then they also say we can be in the middle of the track as long as you're not stepping on the things. So I think it would be nice to get front. Yeah, like on a tighter lens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have that other one on standby. I
mean-
think it should be okay. I'm not really getting wet yet, so.
You want the CPO? Yeah, let's go to the
Shit, even the 24 might look sick. Nice wide, like just it coming towards us.
You get that on film?
Yeah. It's because there's a lot of guys looking at you and he gets nervous. All right, move out of the way, guys. Move out of the way. Run!
You see the under the
Basically what he said, because there's some things that are not being activated, it's because he can't keep up with it. So we're just gonna do an actual wash cycle and then just have you try to capture. So that's where we're missing, right?
Yeah.
Ourselves. Okay.
I'm wondering if that could be like a thing that you shoot from the side.
The side. Mhm.
They come out from the side.
I'm gonna have them run through again, just do it from the side next time. Yeah, that's a nice angle. And we're gonna see that mist, right? And the light's gonna, yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. We love it.
all wet.
You feeling cleaner?
Feeling cleaner than the car.
We need to make sure that she's got space to drive.
Y'all have the CPO on?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what we got.
I can see.
We could probably do a floppy.
Art department, let's go ahead and wipe this driver's side window just so we don't have any water on it, please. All right, nice content smile, ready and action.
That's great. Let's
All
go
right,
back real quick.
reset.
Just want to say real quick, but we should be good. Nice, I love it. We can move on.
Yep.
That was great.
All right. We're gonna bring the car on around to our front entrance. So I'll guide you over there. So you go to the front entrance.
How you feeling? Good?
Good.
Good push?
You gonna live here? Yeah. Are you sure? Just in case cars start pulling in. I don't know. Do you? I didn't think we would see. Oh, like actual real cars?
Yeah.
I don't know, if it gets busy, I can move it. If people start pulling in.
So we can just jack it off.
Yeah.
Getting toasty?
Get a little
Getting
swampy.
like sweaty.
Yeah.
All the humidity in there.
The monitor is moving over there right now. That way we can find a spot. Look at that. If you want to start getting the other chairs, putting it in the cart. We're losing signal, so we're gonna move Video Village. We lost signal. It's the building.
Yeah. On a ladder, you need a spotter.
All right, day 1 of 1. We're at a bubble bath location, and we've already went through the tunnel. Which is funny, when we were originally planning it, we were like, oh, 2 hours is plenty of time. We literally hit the 2 hours, because it's like as the car was going through, you saw more magic, you know, and you're like, oh, let's try this, let's try that. So we're just trying to get as much content as possible, just to be safe. I'd rather have more than just like a few, you know. But we're moving along. Everything's going well, and as you can see, the car, we wanted to like be a little dramatic with the mess, you know. So, and they're totally cool with that. We're going along. It's going well. You can talk to me. What's up? I think she can be stationary there because this is where like she's gonna be paying. So yeah, I think it'd just be easier too, unless you prefer to her.
Well, just because we're gonna put some floppies.
Yeah, nah, then she can. On 35? I wonder if she go tighter.
Can.
Yeah. That way we're more focused on her.
Yeah.
I mean 55?
55.
Basically the idea is like she's just going through everyday life and she needs to go get a car wash, so she pays with cash. And when she does that, she goes through, she gets clean, another day passes by and her car gets dirty again. So she's like, I have to go get it washed. She gets it washed, pays with cash. This time the employee kind of remembers her, and then the car passes by, another day passes by, car gets dirty again, and she goes back, and this time the employee's like, hey, I remember you the other day, and you know we have unlimited membership, you know, for blah, 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 and basically gives her the card, and she's like, oh, great. And so now when she gets the card, the gas goes to E. And she's like, what the heck? And then basically the employee's like, oh, by the way, we're now partners with QT. And that will then, she gets a card, wash again, then she goes put some gas on the tank. So that's how we're trying to explain the merger between the two companies. A lot of dirt. Look at it, dude. That's so much. So her inserting it?
Yeah, so we can just have her hand. We don't even need to see the vehicle.
Shooting this way?
Okay.
What were you thinking, the other way? Oh, where Tim's at? Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, because it's from her perspective, yeah.
1200?
Employee, yeah. So, hey, Paul, when is she handing the card to the employee?
No,
or?
the employee's handing the card to her.
Okay, the employee hands the card to her.
Yeah. So that's one own thing.
Yeah, that's its own thing. Do we see this in the background?
No,
That's
it's
the hand?
just like the hand, and we're like heroing the card. That's when we first introduced the card. This is already after the fact.
Okay.
So those will be separate.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a cash one, do a couple takes with cash, and then we'll do a couple takes of the hero card, and then the handoff.
Okay.
The card.
We are getting all these little inserts right there, since they already had the lighting nice and pretty. So knocking those out.
Camera's rolling, and action.
The unlimited part,
Right.
Like, hey, you can come back again and again and again, right? Obviously not the same day, but you know. Sure. And so this is our third time here, and you're like, I recognize you, you know. So this is your line. Welcome. You're about to say, welcome, ma'am. Weren't you here the other day? Have you considered our unlimited club? And then after that, the assistant director's gonna say, ding, and that's gonna basically, it's the indicator of the gas that she's on empty. So both y'all look at that, and then you'd be like, we can help with that too. And then you'll say 1 membership, 2 benefits. And so when you say 1 member, 2 benefits, that's when we show the card. So it's like you're introducing her to this new program so we can run through it. We'll do some blocking. We'll figure it out.
Went away? Yeah, it did. Awesome. All right, so we'll get Chris out, and we're gonna move the vehicle in a minute.
All right, camera speed.
So it happens because the wave happens, but the pumping, the swipe doesn't happen till when part of the story. It's earlier, right?
So it's swipe, and she's pumping,
Yeah.
and then
she
and then
waves.
she notices him. She notices him moving, and then she waves
And
back.
then she waves back.
Yeah.
So now we're filming the gas pump part of the scene of the commercial. So this is already after the fact that the employee from Bubble Bath introduced her of the rewards, being a member. So she's pumping gas, and someone from QT sees her and waves. They want to put emphasis on like their employees being very friendly, customer, friendly, and they want to really push that. So.
All right. All right. That's a cut.
We're about 25 minutes ahead, which is awesome. So now we're doing the special effects shots. Special effects shots. But this is supposed to be bird poop splat on the windshield. And then this other one's really fun. It's gonna be where this car basically wipes camera. And when the car does that, we see a clean car. When the car wipes camera, mud and water and dust is gonna like been thrown on the car. And that's driven by the car running over mud. So it's like splashing and then very dramatic over the top, but that's the point of the commercial. It's supposed to be fun.
Birds make it look so easy.
That was great. Scott, that's why it's played back.
That's awesome. That was tough. Guys. Woo! That's it, man. We're ended 45 minutes early, which is awesome. Now we're just wrapping everything up. We're gonna head back to the studio and make some proxies of the footage, and then our editor Bella's gonna start on it. It's crazy. We're gonna have a draft in 2 days, so she's fast, and we have the storyboard to the T, so we shouldn't be too crazy. But that's it. That's a wrap, baby. Woo!
Welcome in.
At Quick Trip Bubble Bath, we know a quality rinse and shine can go a long way. But that sometimes
Welcome in.
it doesn't.
Welcome in. Ma'am, weren't you here the other day? We can help with that too.
That's why club members enjoy unlimited washes and exclusive discounts on fuel at Quick Trip.
Welcome in.
1 membership, 2 benefits. Sign up today.